КОКОRО. Episode 1. I always called that person a teacher. So even here, I can't confess my real name just by writing with a teacher. This is because it's more natural to me than a ridiculous refrain from the world. Every time I recall that person's memory, I immediately want to call him a teacher. Even if I write a brush, my feelings are the same. I don't feel like using aloof acronyms. It was KOKORO that I got to know the teacher. At that time I was still a youthful student. I received a postcard from a friend who went to the beach during the summer vacation, so I decided to spend some money and go out. I spent a couple of days working on money. However, less than 3 days after I arrived in KOKORO, the friend who called me suddenly received a telegram telling me to return from my hometown. The telegram said that my mother was ill, but my friends did believe it. My friends have long been forced to marry their parents in their hometowns. He was too young to get married by modern customs. The person in question didn't like it. That's why I was playing near Tokyo on purpose, avoiding the places I should return to during the summer vacation. He showed me the telegram and asked what to do. I didn't know what to do. But in fact, if his mother was ill, he should have returned. So he finally got home. I was left alone when I came. There are still a lot of days before school classes start, so I was in a situation where I could stay in KOKORO or go home. I was prepared to stay here for the time being. My friend was the son of a wealthy man in China who was comfortable with money, but since he was the same age as school, his life was not so different from mine. Therefore, when I was alone, I didn't have to look for a good inn. The inn was in a remote place. Even in KOKORO, the fashionable thing, such as billiards and ice cream, couldn't be reached without crossing a long ridge. Even if I went by car, 20 sen was taken. However, many private villas were built. Besides, it was a very convenient place to swim in the sea because it is very close to the sea. I went out to the sea every day. When I passed through the old smoke-thatched roof and went down to the beach, there were men and women who came to the beach so much that I thought that there were so many urban people living in this. At one point, the sea was messed up with blackheads like a public bath. Even though I didn't know anyone in it, I was surrounded by such a lively scenery and tried to lie down on the sand or hit my kneecaps and knees in the waves. It was fun to bounce around the annoyance. I found a teacher in this crowd. At that time, there were 2 tea houses on the beach. I was accustomed to the one from a small opportunity. Unlike those who have a large villa in Hisebe, place name, the summer guests here, who do not have their own dressing rooms, needed something like this. Besides drinking tea here and resting here, they also wash their sea swimwear here, wash their bodies with seawater here, and leave their hats and umbrellas here. Even I, who doesn't have a sea swimsuit, could have my belongings stolen, so I decided to leave everything in the tea house every time I entered the sea.